That'd be sick. Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids, everyone. Today we got the brand new High Road 40. Now the 40, what does that mean? It's not since Storm's first bowling ball. It's from HSP, their first product ever. So 40 years ago, they came out with a ball cleaner, HSP, You Clean, You Score Urethane Ball Cleaner, right? So that's what the 40 means. 40th anniversary from their first ever product. Okay, let's get into some balls. We're on a burned up 42-foot pattern here. There's been 4 games of league by 3 people. So we're gonna be playing in the middle of the pattern for sure. And we're gonna test out the Phaze AI, the Road Warrior, and then the High Road 40. All right, so let's stand on 33. Aim just left of the 4th arrow. I can kind of see where people have been playing this pattern, and I think this is a good place to start. Yeah, the Phaze AI, that ball digs. That is a really strong symmetrical pearl. It's an upper mid bowling ball. So I'm gonna have to move my feet a little left, and we'll throw it again. Okay, I moved 3 boards to the left of my feet. We're now in between 4th and 5th arrow. That's the money shot with the Phaze AI. So this is the kind of ball I like to go to, you know, right in the middle of transition. This would be like the 5th game of an 8-game block, right when you want to get into your upper mid symmetricals, you know, solid, hybrid, pearl, whatever it may be. So let's just get right into the High Road 40 and let's just throw it on the same line. So I'm assuming the cover is going to be cleaner. It's not going to bite as early. We might have a little more finish down lane. Yeah, cleaner, more pop down lane, and a similar amount of boards covered. The High Road 40, same cover stock as the Equinox, so just a different color. So now you know why it goes pretty long, has a pretty good finish at the back end, right? But the inside, the core, that's where all the difference is. A little bit of tech talk, Barks' favorite. The new High Road 40 is a traditional 2-piece ball. So it's got core, cover stock. So you really have to be careful when you change weights, 16, 15, 14, the core numbers are all really different. So I'm throwing a 16 right now. It has a really high differential. It's got 0.58 differential, which is like the maximum. You can see that it's gonna hook for sure in a 16, but as soon as you go down to a 15, the core numbers become a little bit weaker. It's gonna go a little further down lane, a little more back end pop, but less overall boards. So with the 2-piece balls, just got core, cover stock, they're not altering the shape of the core to have the same numbers throughout all the weights, right? Where they do that with a 3-piece ball. The 16 is always gonna hook way more. So if you see on tour, like my teammate, Graham Fa, one of the best lefties in the world, he's got a mixture of 16 and 15 urethane balls because of this exact reason. So for example, a black hammer has 15 differential in a 15 and a 30 differential in a 16. So if he needs that ball to bite a little bit more and slow his speed down, get a little bit more hook, he's gonna throw a 60. And he's gonna go back and forth and alter his ball reaction with the weight of the ball. So you don't have to worry about that for the majority of the balls. Like the Road Warrior here, it also has the Road in it, and it's a 3-piece ball. So the cores from 14, 15, 16 on Road Warrior are gonna be pretty close because they can alter the weight inside of the ball to get those core numbers pretty close to the same across the board. Just be careful when you're buying a 2-piece ball. For example, if we do a 14 High Road 40 and a 16 High Road 40, the differential is like 30 in a 14-pounder and 58 in a 16-pounder. Totally different bowling balls, just the same cover stock. Let's keep bowling, never mind the chit chat. Okay, we're gonna go down to the 3-piece Road Warrior. And this has been my go-to ball on burned up conditions later in tournaments. Yeah, I feel like the Road Warrior is a little sharper down lane. So as you can see, the Road Warrior, I used this ball in the last regional on the Shark when the lanes got super toasty. Really love this ball for later in the day. It really gets down lane easy. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little more length out of the Road Warrior. All these balls have a similar amount of hook though right now in this condition. Yeah, I feel like that one picks a little earlier. A little bit more rounder down lane. And that one went flush. Road Warrior was a little behind the head pin. And I kicked the 10 late. All right, halfway through the vid here with Jungle, we got the High Road 40. My question for you is, where do you see bowling going in the next 40 years? All of us here at JR Pro Shop, we're gonna be able to see it. In my opinion, bowling's gonna get harder, right? We've already seen some balls been taken off the market. We've seen some of these crazy new oil patterns. So I think bowling's gonna get much more difficult, which I think is better for the game. It's gonna be more satisfying to bowl a higher score, to bowl a 300, to bowl a 800, where now there's 300, 800 everywhere. Nobody even cares anymore. We gotta get back to a difficult game of bowling where the 300 score, 800, almost impossible like it was back in the day. So I just threw 3 shots each with 3 of these balls. And by doing that, I really was able to tell the difference. The Phaze AI is just a much stronger bowling ball. It's an upper mid bowling ball. It's gonna get into a roll a little bit earlier, right? And it's a little more hook. And on the flip side of that, the Road Warrior, that ball's the weakest. As you can see, I left the kind of half 10 there. And I made a really bad shot, missed left of target bad. And it held its line, almost struck. So just from that, I can tell the Road Warrior is much weaker than the other 2. And then the High Road 40, a little bit less hook than the Phaze AI, but a little rounder and a little more hook than the Road Warrior. So as you can see, I got lined up with the High Road 40 there a little bit at the end, and it was going through the pins the best. The Phaze AI was a little early and the Road Warrior was a little late. And the High Road 40 kind of fit right in between there. So also just keep in mind, I'm throwing a 16, okay? These core numbers are much different than a 15. So if you're throwing all 15s, the High Road 40 might have a little bit different reaction. It might react a little bit more like the Road Warrior. Okay, it might go a little further, a little less hook, a little sharper. Okay, just keep that in mind when you're shopping for 2-piece bowling balls. That means core, cover stock only, no white fill material in the middle. Okay, I'm now standing on 40. We're gonna aim at 5th arrow. So we're definitely further left than we were earlier in the vid. Wow, all right, that was pretty dirty. That ball kind of like revved up in the mids, turned the corner, and then rolled straight into the pins. That was awesome. Okay, let's move 2 more left, wrap it up. And now we're gonna be slightly left of 5th arrow here. Oh, what kind of leave is that? I missed right though. Let's throw that again. Oh, all right, I think that's the limits. That ball is good though. Got that 5 out. All right, we just got done bowling, so now I gotta rate this ball. Hook potential, it's below the Phaze AI, but it's above the Road Warrior. So I'm gonna go 4 out of 10 hook potential. This ball is meant for drier lanes, much drier conditions, burnt up conditions. Response time, for me in a 16 pound, it's gonna be a 6.5 for me. It's not super sharp off the back. The Road Warrior is sharper, but also it's gonna be much sharper than, you know, the solids like the Phaze 2 and the IQ Tour and the Rockstar balls like that. It's gonna be much sharper than those kind of balls. Shelf appeal, I've given this bad boy a 9.5 out of 10. It looks like the Idol Cosmos, so I really like green, teal. Teal is a Pro Shop color here at JR Pro Shop, so a 9 out of 10 on the shelf appeal for the High Road 40. Is this ball gonna come with me to tournaments? The answer is yes. When I'm bowling on conditions, medium to long, and I know the lanes are gonna get burnt up, especially at regionals with lots of good guys, lots of high revs. These balls really come into play. As you saw the last tournament on Shark at Angel of the Winds, we were lofting the left gutter with the Road Warrior, and that was still hooking too early. A ball like this will also be good, you know, for the second shift of league. If your house still has 2 shifts of league, they don't re-oil, a ball like this is really gonna do well. Or a house that doesn't put much volume of oil. So the normal is probably 22 to 24 mils nowadays. So if your house is only putting out 17, 18 mils for your house shot, you know, the High Road 40 is gonna work much better on a little lighter volume. Just to reiterate, be careful. 2-piece bowling balls. Really check the core numbers. High roads, purple hammers, black hammers, balls of this nature, the numbers really change for each weight of ball, 14, 15, 16. So be very careful. You might have to have a couple in your bag to get the reactions that you want out of these bowling balls. Thanks again to Perry, JR Pro Shop, Turbo Shop for the year 2025. Really love the products, switch grips, you know, quad classic grips, the whole 9 yards, everything turbo. We love turbo. Go turbo. And also don't forget my question down below. What do you think bowling is gonna look like in the next 40 years? Down below, I wanna read these. These are gonna be awesome. All right, thanks for watching everyone. See you in the next vid.